Well, time to finally figure out the whole story. We came looking for Sam. We must find out why. So this is where Parvins is. As we know, Parvins is a friend of Sam's. They played Alien Intruder. And he is a nerd. Hey, big nerd.
Who worked here also live in storage.
Yeah, he lived in storage. See, he has a ghost Leviathan bed.
My dearest Adeline and Rosita. Not dearest. Who says that anymore?
Harry.
Adeline.
Draco.
Everything on the mission is going very well. Do you see now? Your doubts were unfounded. I am loved here, and... no. Rosita will say, Papa, why do you have to brag all the time? Papa, it's embarrassing. I want to apologize. Okay, no, that's taking things too far. I know we didn't leave things on the best note, but I want you to know I love you and I miss you. I don't know why I say the things I say sometimes. They just come out. I was going to send you a message saying how great everything is here and how everyone loves me. I've had a promotion to a very important security dossier. I'm treated like a hero. But really, this is a cold, wet planet. The scientists are full of themselves. There's no action to speak of. The only thing I look forward to is weekly games of Alien Intruder, but more than that, of coming home to you. I am sorry for all the times I did not appreciate you, of our family, or the good life we had. And who am I kidding? I can't send this. What's the use?
That is very sad, my friend. He just wants to love his family. Also, we got a music disc from a popular music person on YouTube, Tryhard Ninja, who did a music thing for this game. Pretty cool, but also...
If you're not cheating, then you won't mind if I record this conversation. Is that right?
I have nothing to hide.
Then what were you whispering about with Vin?
Nothing. That guy is so lawful good, but it's annoying.
Wait, so you were trying to cheat?
But no cheating occurred, so what does it matter?
It matters to team morale. If you can cheat in the game, how can they trust you out there?
I'm sorry, did you feel left out? Perhaps you would like to make a deal.
Ugh, Parvin, no. You're shameless. You really never give up, do you?
I don't. That's true. Have a manual put that in my next eval. Very persistent.
So he did cheat. He was making deals and shit. Anyway. But now, jokes aside, time to get to the real deal of the story. For those faint of heart, you're probably gonna wanna get your tear ducts ready, because this shit is sad as fuck. Deep in the cavern, near the frozen Leviathan.
What happened here?
There was an accident.
I sense many things here. Death among them.
Hello, cousin. You're a big boy, huh? For scale, this guy is much bigger than the Dragon Leviathan. If I were to guess, it is about 3 times bigger, at least. Or at least 4. This massive behemoth was frozen in ice many, many years ago. Around the time when the Karar was released, meaning this guy was around during the Dragon Leviathans, during, you know, the beginning of the Karar, during everything. And who knows, there might be more out there. We don't know. Claws evolved to retain traction on ice. Its massive claws are powerful. The bones inside are huge. This thing was power. There's also some prawn suits around here. Pretty cool. I don't know if you could have scanned these for blueprints, but you probably could have. Like how it has like little bear paw things. Very cool. Go around. Doesn't look like there's anything down below. I'm gonna grab some food real quick. There you go. There you go. Got a spy penguin. Oh my god, can I please stop hiccuping? I didn't even eat anything. Sorry about that. Got a spy pangolin. Pretty nice. Ugh. Multiple rubbers. That's a big boy. Skull. Lots of room for a brain, but it's mostly bone and fat. The frozen Leviathan. We found it buried in a glacier. It gave someone a hell of a fright. That would be Fred. If you watched the Subnautica Below Zero trailer for this game, Fred was the one that accidentally found this, and that was one of the messages he sent with Sam in the beginning of the game. When we found the message, he found something frozen in ice, and it was this. They closed it off quickly because he saw pustules. Hurrah. Turns out it was walking around 1,000 years ago when it fell through the ice. It was infected with the Karar bacterium, with an aggressive. It was the aggressive disease which wiped out the architects and almost life on this planet. It's unclear whether the mutated Karar pustules present a responsible for the ultimate demise of the creature. Since the enzyme cure was released in 4546b, the bacterium has been all but eliminated. Rare specimens like these provide our only live source. Resource of the bacterium has been transferred into the secure Omega Lab. With further research on the creature will be conducted at the excavation site. Jesus, can't read. Oh yeah, we also need to find the teeth. So where was that? Teeth. Sharp teeth tearing through flesh and bone. I wouldn't say bone. I mean, these are more like grabby grab teeth. These aren't really crushy crush teeth. I think what happened was this frozen Leviathan was tired. It couldn't go any further and decided to fall asleep on top of the ice. It passed out and fell into a glacier. When it fell into that glacier, it was already dead. But because the glacier had a little bit of water, it kind of floated down a little bit. So its claws would sink deeper, its body would sink into the ice, and it would slowly melt into the ice. I was going to show more of the body, but it's kind of hard to see. This creature has been here a long time. We don't know if it is possibly dead or not. Something tells me that it is dead, though. Even though you could hear breathing and kind of weird sounds here, it's all in your head. This thing is clearly dead. It just didn't get eaten by bacteria because of the Karar. The Karar was basically just feeding off bacteria here, keeping its body well intact. But if we insert the antidote...
I believe the antibacterial agent was effective. Without it, the bacteria could have spread. Now it cannot. Your sister's memory will live in you through this gesture.
Feels good. Doing this one last thing for Sam. I feel like I got some closure.
My people do not experience endings as you do. Do humans feel joy in realizing that you've reached the end of something?
Sometimes. Closure is a sense of resolution, like knowing that even though it still hurts, it'll be okay. I did what I came to do. I found out what really happened to her, and I got to finish her work. I learned a little bit more about the person I've looked up to for, well, my whole life. I wish I'd told her that more. Sam always wanted to make a difference. She wanted the bacteria contained to keep everyone safe. I'm grateful to give her that. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
Same. Goodbye, friend. Anyway. The Karar. It has just been here in stasis, unable to do anything. Mostly just feeding off of the bacteria that are on the Leviathan corpse. So, why is this Leviathan here at all? The original story of Subnautica was going to, or Below Zero was going to involve a frozen Leviathan. And I think what they were trying to do is trying to bring like a story with the Karar and stuff. When the frozen Leviathan was first here, it was just a giant frozen skeleton of a previous skeleton that we saw before, one of the fish skeletons. Eventually they updated the game to have this guy here. And many theories around this guy kind of ruminated. So I'm here to kind of silence some of them. Some people thought that this guy was still alive. He's very much dead. Without any sustenance or nutrients, this guy was basically dead long before. With such a huge body, it would need a lot of energy to survive. No amount of stasis would keep this thing alive. It would need something. The Karar survived because, well, this thing is big and fat. So basically, a lot of bacteria tried to feed off of it. So the Karar fed off the bacteria that lived on it. Maybe even some smaller creatures that tried to eat the frozen Leviathan. For it not to decompose for 1,000 years is very interesting. But then again, mammoths have not been digested like that. Mammoths have been frozen in ice for a long time, but the mammoths would mummify. This guy is not mummified. He's quite intact. My theory is that the Karar kept his body alive, eating off of the bacteria, waiting for the day to spread. Because all bacteria want to spread. That's their main goal. So keeping the host's flesh living so you can, live is kind of a big deal. Especially for 1,000 years, which makes no goddamn sense. I don't know why they thought this was an okay story. This is just weird, but, it's alien logic, whatever. Alien math. I need snow. Oh, I can't have snow because my inventory's full. Now to figure out what happened to Sam.
My investigation of the fire excavation site, including the cave entrance and surrounding area, revealed minor cosmetic damage to Altera survey equipment and significant structural damage to the natural cave entrance and supports. Resulting debris prevents cave access without heavy excavation equipment. Only foot access is currently possible. We are reporting 2 casualties, Pavan Ivanov and Samantha Ayu. Both bodies were found beneath the rubble at the cave entrance. Ivanov had just entered the cave. Footprints were still visible by the entrance. Deeper into the cave, Ayu appeared to have sustained a fall. Poor souls. What was Ayu doing? Nothing in her file suggests a history of vandalism or carelessness. And yet, I can only conclude that the cause of the collapse was employee negligence. We will need to investigate a possible connection to the explosive damage reported at Omega Lab. If there is a connection, who is responsible?
That explains why they said it was negligence. It was negligence because she couldn't figure out why, but we know Sam wanted to sabotage. She was going to come here, blow up the entrance, and put the enzyme in without anyone figuring it out. Yeah, she failed. We don't know where she came in, but it's definitely from up top, and it probably caved in with ice at one point. Which means she was going to sabotage this whole mission, close off the entrance so no one could get in, put in the antidote, and then leave out the way she came. I don't know who told her to sabotage. Maybe we'll find out. But just know, she didn't die in vain.
This was Sam's necklace. She never took it off.
Don't you dare play that fucking music. You son of a bitch. God damn it!
It appears that your sister's death was accompanied by significant destruction.
Doesn't make any sense. She would never destroy a base. Well, baselessly.
Are your feelings confused? I am detecting more than one.
I don't know. I feel disillusioned, worried. I thought I knew Sam better than I really did. When we were kids, I was always the one breaking and rebuilding things. She wouldn't even go into a bake sale without a plan.
Yeah.
For classic oatmeal cookies, no less. So serious. She wouldn't have anything to do with my molecularly transformed caramel pretzel lumps.
Your mind goes easily to food to distract you from your feelings.
Okay, I think that's enough mind reading for now. This wasn't negligence. That's not Sam. This was something else.
There's supposed to be more there, but I guess we just don't have that. But anyway. Sam wanted to sabotage this place. But we need to know why. And who led her to that idea. Because obviously it wasn't her co-workers.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Break it down. Alright, let's put these away. Put this away. Put that away. Put away the Sea Glide. Let's put away some of this magnetite. There we go. So what do we have? We got a power cell. Let me take that and fucking swap one of these bad boys out. Swap out one of these bad boys. Anyway, so now you know where that Crystal Cavern music went. It was used as Sam's memorial thing, which honestly, just make a new song, bruh. That song was perfect for the Crystal Caverns because it sounded like, you know, crystals being hit. Ding, ding, ding. You know, like that would make sense for that place. Originally, the Crystal Cavern music was in the Crystal Caverns, but they changed it to Sam's music because of a story reason. So that's why down there you heard like some really technical music, and then I cut it out for the actual music. I don't like how they replaced the song because honestly, Sam's music really should have been more unique than just old Crystal Cavern music. They kind of just ruined it a little bit. I would have liked a more special song for her. Like something that's like unique or something, you know, special. At least, goddamn. Alright. We are done with the Glacial Basin. There's no reason to be here. We already took care of the, you know, Leviathan. We're just here to look for the glacial, you know, tower things that he was talking about. But I don't see any spires here. I see trees. And it is harshly cold, and there is a sky, but without the spires, we're nowhere near a body part. So there's no reason to be here. In the next episode, we'll continue forward and try to find out where the hell he's talking about. Because it's not here. It's going to take a while to get back to base, so I'm going to, yeah, we'll just save here. I recorded a bunch today. Let's just make these videos, and once we're done, we'll, see you guys next time.